So you've already watched 3 videos talking about the Arduino, talking about coding. That example that we had on the 3rd video was about CodeBender. We're not going to use CodeBender, but it was a great example about how we can use our commenting. This one we're going to be talking about actually what we're going to be using as our primary coding and simulation environment. So when you head over to TinkerCAD.com, you'll see all this right here. You'll head over to sign in. When you get to the sign in page, you're going to say, or sign in using social providers. Click on social providers and you're going to click on Google. And you're going to use Google login. You're going to go ahead, select your account, and allow. TinkerCAD is a wonderful place for us to be able to do any 3D design that's really simple. 3D designs, you're going to go in and modify something, adjust things. You can actually see from my recent designs that I have plenty of things that I just taken, put in there, I can kind of play around with. Very basic, but still pretty powerful 3D design area. But if you look over on the left, we've got 3D designs, we also got circuits. Now circuits is what we're going to be keen on. If you click on circuits, you can actually create a new circuit. And one thing that TinkerCAD is known for is it makes kind of funny looking names. And so this one's called Glorious Go-Go for whatever reason. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add components into our project. So down here we've already got add components highlighted. And we're going to select components. I've placed the Arduino in there and I can move it around. And this is going to give us a schematic. A visual kind of layout of our circuit. I can grab the breadboard and drop the breadboard in. I can scroll up here and grab an LED and plug that in. And then I can grab a resistor and plug that in off of the right side of my LED. And I can actually pick exactly what I want that to be. So I'm going to type in 220. And instead of kilo ohms, oh no, I'm going to do ohms. And that changes the colors. I don't know if you noticed that, but it changed the colors to go ahead and relate to that. This Arduino, I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and you can see I've clicked on it, so it's selected over there, and I'm going to rotate it. Click on the top left, rotate, rotate, rotate. Move it back in space. If I want to get this whole thing together, I just click on zoom to fit, and there it is. Go ahead and move this. And in order to draw lines from one section to another, I can actually click on, and I can move. This left side's my ground, so I'm going to come down here. I'm going to click. I'm going to click one more time, and then boom, there we are. Notice that this is not perpendicular. I can click on it and I can drag it down. You see those blue lines? Super helpful. They line me up. Now, this is not the color I wanted to. I can actually click over here and select black because it's our ground wire. Or if I wanted to, I can click one of the numbers. So 3 is yellow, red is 2. If I click on number 1, it'll make it black. So I'm going to connect 13, and I'm going to do the same kind of thing. Click, click. I'm trying to keep on those blue lines. I'm connected. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to select 2, which is going to make it red. And also I can use the drop down if I need to, but I did that little shortcut. And so now I've got this set up. I've got a basic little setup right here, and I can actually go into Code Editor. In Code Editor, I've got an option to do blocks. We're not going to mess with blocks. We're going to mess with raw code. So click off of the blocks. It's going to give you a warning. And it's going to remain in text mode. And what's great about text mode is I can move this up and down. I can zoom this out if I want to look at it. I can bring this up, and we've got that there. And then on the right side, we've got our serial monitor. We'll talk more about that in other videos, but right now we're talking about kind of setting all of it up. So from the last video, we talked about our comments, talked about what it looks like, and here we have our void setup. That's where we put all the things that you want to run one time, and then we have our loop where everything's going to be run multiple times. And that is it. That is our Arduino inside of TinkerCAD, how we're going to set it all up, look at it. We'll have all of this code right here. This code we can upload and run it. This is a simulated environment allowing us to practice. You can see our LED is turning on and off, and this code is doing that. So go ahead and take the quiz that we have after all of this stuff, kind of look at the quiz, and if you've got some spare time, go ahead and spend some time in the simulator, kind of working through, playing around with modifying some things. It'll go ahead and it'll give you errors, it'll work through all of that, and this will be just the same as if we actually downloaded it onto the Arduino itself.